Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Child, not. What's Jackie's last name? I don't remember. Jackie and Curtis. Jackie, Dr. Jackie. We don't. Anyway, I just can't believe how Curtis got to clock in now. Jackie clocking in now. They saying more than 2 words, trying to lead conversations and stir the pot. Child, this is a good kiki for me. We all need it. Coming off from last season with Phaedra acting up and heavily acting a fool, I'll take this newness, weirdness. But it is only episode 2. But it's time for these newbies to come on and clock in. Oh, it is time, honey. Well, welcome, besties. You are now behind the shade, and thanks for joining me. I recap your favorite reality shows weekly. Now let's kiki and haha and get into another episode. Married to Medicine. It is season 12, episode 2. Makeups and breakups. Ciao. How would you rate this week's episode, besties? It's light work. Uh it's light work. Um, I like it. It's okay. It's just a pivot, right? We got Eugene gonna be in and out, and when we see him, he just gonna be asking a whole bunch of questions. Uh, Heavily might peek in and out. We got 2 new ones. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna say thumbs up, even though I really feel like saying so. But besties, please drop down in the comments. Let me know what you thought. And please like the video. Welcome, new besties. I see you. Please like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure your notification bell is on. That way, you know each and every time I post my content. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make yourself comfortable. You are my bestie. I'm yours. Be respectful in those comment sections. You tell me how you feel about the show, not how you feel about how I feel about the show, okay? These are my feelings. If you don't like it and you just, I'm not your cup of tea, you don't like to be shady, you don't like this shade, go find some other shade, okay? There's plenty of shades out there, okay? I can give you some recommendations of who I listen to after I do my recap. Let's not get it twisted, okay? Okay, back to this. So I ain't gonna hold you. Eugene is home from work. He been gone for 4, 5, 6, 7 days. And honey, Mr. Eugene is horny. Okay. Toya says she don't even want it as much as she used to. He wants it more than her. Okay, cool. We know that Heavenly is running for office. She's bold, smart, and she says she is ready, honey. Okay. Toya is giving Eugene the tea from Mimi's party last week. Heavily didn't come because she's running for office. Eugene is shocked. Like, she doing what? Because she said, what now? She, wait, what? But he's like, this political social climate we're living in is a joke. People can do and say what they want, hence our, person. So he's like, shoot, Heavily might have a shot. If that man, we're going to keep it moving. So Toya is like, well, how's she going to run for office with her messy self? Child, say where your president, I was trying not to say it. Heavily tells Damon that he cannot keep secrets from her because some allegedly, well, not allegedly, but her son, when he got arrested, she found out on Twitter. I did not know that this happened back in 2022. So I guess being that Miss Dr. Heavily is running for office, they're digging up her information and all this drama they can find. And she didn't even know he was arrested. So she's telling Daddy in this very calm voice, Daddy, you didn't tell me. You have to tell me about our son. I shouldn't have to find out on social media, Daddy. Well, I did. I told you that was good. I feel like I can handle it myself. I did what I did, and I said, I don't care what anybody says. But Daddy, I found out on Twitter yesterday, and it happened in 2022. I said that I could take care of it, Heavenly. Heavenly's like, child, when I found out about that, I called my son. I probably cussed him out more than I needed to. He packed up his bags, y'all, and he moved out. And Heavenly has not seen her son in months, honey. She's asking Damon, is there anything that he can do to make her son come back? Because she misses him. Damon is like, nope, I can't. I don't understand how he feels, but I have to respect it. Right. Because, honey, these kids nowadays, they different than us. You know, if they don't like what you do or say, they will cut you off. And they don't care about having a dime, a dollar, nothing, a pot, a window. They don't care. Child. Contessa and Scott are stressing off of their clinic because it's not ready. Contractors be lying about when everything gonna be finished. The toilet sitting at the front door. They are spending money after money after money. They are working harder and harder to maintain. She's losing patience because she has nowhere. She can't book them. She don't have. They are actually like homeless when it comes to their medical field and work. They don't have any place to work. You saw last weekend she was working in the kitchen on two computers. Like she needs a clinic. She has nowhere to bring her patients. And so this is stressful because the contractors are behind schedule. Simone and Toya go to see nurse practitioner Brandy. You know, she has a med spa. She does all the treatments, you know, the Botox, the micro needling, the laser hair removal, the this, the that, the that, the that, the that. So we learned that she is married. We met her husband, Shamar, last week. They have 4 children, and baby, they are busy, okay? She worked under Dr. Damon for a while, and she has nothing but good things to say and praises him a lot. Cool. Toya and Simone are there because they're getting ready to get micro needling done. And so Toya gets a call that baby, her dog of 18 years, Bailey's is her name, has drowned in the pool at the new house. The housekeeper let her outside, turned around and went to the laundry room, came back, couldn't find her. Later on, they found her floating in the pool. She drowned. 18 years. I was like, wow, Toya, you kept a. I didn't know Toya had a dog. Did we know this? I don't think I've ever seen her. No. 18 years? Thought that dog is older than her kids. How long have they been married? Yeah, that was a long time, Toya. That was a very long time. So, of course, in Toya fashion, she what? She gonna have a funeral for Bailey's. She sure did. She wanted everyone to wear white, and whoever had a dog could bring their dog to the funeral. Child, this funeral was in a church, honey, in a church. She had flowers, blah blah, blah, the ashes, pictures, slideshows. It was a thing. They got up there and spoke. Child, it was something. Heavily comes because she heard Toya been talking about her. So she like, let me show up. Because it's not like Heavenly to miss an event. So she didn't come to Dr. Mimi's party last week. So she made sure she came to this. Okay. Dr. Mimi understands what Toya is going through because when she met Steve, Steve had a dog named Louis, you know, Louis Vuitton, because all he wear is Louis Vuitton. So Louis had just passed away the same year, too. And so RIP to the doggies because that is very, very sad. Okay. So Jackie invites the ladies. She just tells them to meet them, meet her at a dance studio. She wants them to dress sexy and wear their heels, honey. So they all show up. And so this is Jackie's way of getting the ladies together. She wants, them to stop dancing around the real issues that they have and get down to the nitty gritty, honey. She hired a choreographer, a photographer. She had a choreographer there to help them with the dance routine, honey. And the ladies are getting it in, honey. Quad came ready, honey. She twerking that booty. Is it new? Because, honey, Quad been turking. Child, you know it's late, besties. It is 12:45 a.m., honey. I did the Potomac recap, and then I went and reviewed Married to Medicine, and I'm putting it out, honey, because I want to have a free day tomorrow. So I'm working. And for some reason, I can't talk. So let me, should I get some water? So the ladies are getting it. The ladies showing them how to dance. Everybody is all nice and cute, sexy, got their legs out, got the fishnet stockings, and everybody looks good. Some of the people who are older are looking, dressing for their age. But Quad is twerking on everybody, honey. Is that booty new? I'm gonna assume it is, honey. Um, Jackie says she is the Tin Man, and she just as stiff as she want to be. But we know she's the eldest in the room. And honey, Angel, get it, Angel. Honey, Angel is very limber, and she's single. Because I was gonna say she keeping some man happy, but that don't mean she don't have a man, huh? So anyway, honey, she laid all across the top of the chair. They all looking like, huh. Angel, don't let us find out that you was hanging out at them strip clubs at night paying for your way through college up there in Atlanta. So the men all get together. They meet at a beer garden, and all the men are there. I think it was like 8, right? It was everybody's man was there. It was good, but I was like, it was a lot of men. They could get their own spinoff. So, honey, the men get together. Eugene wants the fellas to tell him what happened at the party last week. They said, no, it was pretty tamed. It was pretty tamed. And, Eugene don't believe it. So Brandy's husband, Shamar, I think his name is, he's like, it's not that way all the time. They like, no. So at the dance studio, the ladies play a game. Jackie pulling out her card. She got questions. So the first one was about who looks at their husband's phone while the husband's taking a shower or whatever. Toya was the only one that spoke up and said, yep, she does, because she has to know what kind of demons she's dealing with. She wants to know. Her mother gave her advice and said, don't go looking for nothing because you will find it and you better be prepared. Toya said she stay ready because she wants to know. She has the right. Yep, she is. She's checking and checking. Her man don't be home 5 days out the week. She wanna know. Because remember what she said last week, Eugene can have a whole nother family. And girl, Toya, no, he cannot. Unless she rich, because he can't afford it. Fooling with you. That's a shame that man will not ever be able to retire. Them kids gonna retire before Eugene. Ooh, child. I am funny. So Jackie reads that whatever she's reading, the card she's reading says Simone would not have gone to Quad's party no matter when the invitation was sent to her. Simone says that's not true, but inviting me on the day of says you didn't want me to be there. And I agree. How you gonna but like Quad said, they hadn't talked. Simone responded happy birthday in a group text. Had it not been in a group text, Simone probably wouldn't have told her happy birthday, which is fine. Simone said, that's not true. I just said that. Invited me on the day of, says you didn't want me there. So the fellas are talking. So Shamar asked for some advice coming into this group. What do y'all want me to? What do I need to know? So Eugene says, the wives keep it way too real. They're alpha wives. So you got to move stealthy. And Cecil was like, "That's a good word. That's a good word. Stealthy. You got to move. You got to support your wife, whether she's right or wrong." And so some guys are like, wait a minute, wait, that's not, are you sure? Like, I don't know about that. And so Eugenia's like, well, you got to find your little nugget of reason, say it, and then step back. And so they're like, okay, cool. So then Quad says that she invited Simone to make light of the situation. So don't do that, Simone. Toya says, so you didn't want to invite her. You was being shady. And so Quad was like, she shaded me first. What are you talking about? So Simone was like, no, boo, you dragged me on social media. And Simone gets activated, honey. So Quad was like, girl, don't be pointing your finger at me. You better get your life together and stop pointing your finger at me. Simone, I think she stopped pointing at her, but she had to talk with her fingers. So she brought her finger closer in to her chest, but she still had that thing moving and grooving. Okay. Simone says, my life is together. You getting that back. Pretty much what you give me, you getting it back. I'm coming out punching. Quad said, but you ain't the only one who knows how to swing. I was like, uh-oh. So Quad starts crying. I have tried with you, Simone. Here goes Simone crying. You shut me out of this group. Jackie says, what y'all don't understand about these two is they really love each other. So Quad is like, hold my hand, Simone. Hold my hand like you care. Hold it like you care. Tell me if you still care, yeah, about me. Hey, what y'all know about that SOS band? Okay. So then Quad takes accountability. She goes through her little spiel about, I apologize. Alexa, play Anita Baker, I apologize. So she takes full accountability. She apologizes to Simone and asks Simone, how do you feel? And then they laugh, have a little kiki, because Simone gonna say something crazy. Then Simone crying. And she's like, I didn't deserve that. And I acted out of hurt. So they hug and they cry. What's the song by the OJs? They cry together. Okay. Curtis over there mad. Cause how y'all gonna sit here and say y'all can let y'all wives say and do whatever? He was like, your wives is lying on people on social media, and that's an uneasy feeling. So he trying to, check Eugene for supporting Toya. Eugene says, wait a minute, but Toya ain't said nothing wrong. So boo-boo, whatever you over there crying about, you need to check it. Curtis, I know you just really, bruh, really? Run the tape back, Bravo, because Curtis and Jackie needs to see it again, because clearly they got amnesia. Child, dementia. Child, Alzheimer's. What? Okay. So Eugene is like, hey, look, let me change the subject real quick because we ain't talking about that no more, Curtis. So what's this? Heavily is running for state representative. And so, Dr. Damon, yeah, she's gonna do it. She's ready for it and she can do it and fight the power and let the people speak and do what they do. And I'm gonna support her. And y'all better not say nothing. So over at the dance studio, Heavenly addresses the comments about her that she's running for office. And, if Toya has something to say, she can ask her and she can pretty much educate her on what she's doing, what the position means, what this will do for the community. But baby, Toya don't want to hear none of it. She was like, Heavenly was like, do you know what a state rep does? Toya said, I don't give up. Beep. Because I ain't voting for you. Because it ain't you. It ain't you. And Heavenly was like, that is a horrible thing to say, and the African American people are underrepresented right now. We need representation. And Toya like, you ain't it. You ain't it, Heavenly. And so then Heavenly says, oh, okay. And Toya, another thing, leave my kid's name out of my mouth. I mean, your mouth. I was like, okay, come on, Heavenly. When you trying to read, I thought you was from Florida. Funky Dineva said everybody from Florida know how to read. That girl, what's Rick Ross baby mama, be over there talking crazy. Where is your reading skills, Heavenly? You can't even get the words out right. So she tell Toya, keep my kid's name out your mouth. Toya said, you've been talking about my whole family for the last 10 years. You're going to ride this ride and see how it feels to be talking about people's family. Well, honey, Heavenly going to say, well, baby, I know a lot more about your family. I know lots of secrets, honey. I got some doozies to drop on you. Child and the other ladies was holding them back to keep them from fighting, honey. So what was the name of this episode? Makeups and breakups? Child. That was that, y'all. That was that on that. Not too bad of a show, but it's the season is starting, so we got time for the mess, okay? But besties, that was the end of the episode. Please share, comment, like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll be back with another recap. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City on Tuesday. I get a break. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Bye, besties.